empty, 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 empty.
But while you're out there, I want to give you some game, man. Make sure you stay focused, man, because as you get higher, you know, it's a lot of suckers and a lot of shit to come with it. And it's going to be a bunch of suckers, haters, family going to be acting fireways and sideways, but you're going to have to stay to it and do the things that you're blessed to do. Keep perfecting your craft, my nigga. Because when it come to you, shit, sky's the limit. Straight like that.
Straight like that.
Nah, nigga, straight like that. Believe it. Let's roll. Let's hit the city.
Let's do it. Yeah. Middle fingers to my foes, straight like that. Yeah. This the truest story ever told, straight like that. On my phone, we speaking code, straight like that. This that shit that keep them on their toes, straight like.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So, video's pretty much complete. This was supposed to be my intro, which is still gonna be the intro for the video, but I lost that. I lost that footage. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I already know I got all the information I need. Pretty much just gonna be talking about how I got into mixing, the equipment that I started with, the equipment that I ended with, and it came out okay. Like, I wanted it to be perfect, but if I worked on perfect, it never would have got out. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to post it, and it'll be something that I can look back on in the future to be able to tell like the growth that I've had when it comes to recording and the product that I put out. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and yeah. All right, y'all. So here we are on my treadmill. Boom, boom. So these right here are the Hercules 32 monitors. Monitors are generally used for you to hear your playback while you're performing your mixes, right? I use them as my primary speakers for the first party that I threw. One, they're not as loud as your PA speakers, and I didn't really want to like wake the neighbors and stuff. Two, I'll show you that other speaker I have, but I didn't plug that speaker in because, like I said, I didn't want to wake anybody up. I didn't want cops called. I didn't want, the night to be ruined when this did the job fairly well. And I wasn't really too familiar with what the purpose of these were actually for, right? It's for me to actually hear in the booth while the actual speaker is projecting out. These, like, the frequency on these is like 60 hertz. It's a 60 watt speaker, and it's RCA. You can see the cable right there. You have your little RCAs right here. They plug in to the back of the speaker, and from the back of the speaker it plugs into the controller. And then you have your power cable. These have good power. Can't complain about them. I haven't been doing it long enough to like feel if something's great or not. I know they don't do as much as my PA speaker does, and I use my PA speaker currently to listen back to what I'm playing. But these are good. It's from Hercules, like I said, 32. It's a 3-inch speaker, and has a nice little kick to it, And I think you can find it, or I know you can find it on Amazon for, I think the cheapest I saw was like $80 or something, and that's new. It's not used. I didn't look at any used prices. In my opinion, I don't know. Buy nice or buy twice, I guess. But that's it. There's not really much to say about these. All right, y'all. Right here we have our Gemini AS210, 2110P. It is a 1000 watt, 10-inch power woofer. Here's some of the little things that they like to display in the front. So I bought this like right before I threw my first party. Like I was like, yo, I got these little monitor speakers which we just saw, and I was like, I feel like we need more power. I want more, right? So I got this one. You can see in the back here some of the controls it has. You have your XLRs right here, your lines, your auxiliary, your RCAs. You can control the bass, the treble, the power, and then you can control each individual channel here, the volume. So I got this one because I wanted more power for the party. Well, I didn't. I mean, I'm like saying things I don't even need to say, but I didn't end up using it because, like I said, I didn't want to disturb the peace, disturb the neighbors. I don't want the cops called or anything like that. So I kind of kept it. I didn't even plug it in. I kind of just left it. I left it there for looks, because it kind of like added to the setup. But yeah, this is a decent little speaker. Nothing like the one I'm gonna show you a little later, which is the current one that I'm using, and I love that speaker that I'm gonna show you. But yeah, this is something that was part of my setup. Alright, y'all, my first controller right here. Man, that I loved this when I first got it. It was just so much fun. It's gonna be funny because I'm gonna talk about it and then I'm gonna tell you how long I used it, and it's gonna be like, yo, what? But this is pretty much the DJ controller. DJ controller Impulse 500. It is a 2-deck USB DJ controller. Pretty much you have deck 1 and deck 2. Then you have your hot cues right here. You have 8 of them. You have your tempo setters right here. You have your volume control / faders. And then right here you have your little fader. You have your equalizers right here. You have your EQs right here, so you can see if you're clipping or not. This right here you can use in whatever DJ software you're using. I think this one uses Dejuiced when I was using it / Serato. But you can pick your tracks. I didn't really use it for that. I kind of just used the laptop. But you can pick your tracks and then enter it with that. You have your cue button, your play button. You have your loops, so you're able to loop with this. This little knob right here kind of sets how far you want the loop to go. Here you have the infamous and most controversial button, your little sync button. I don't use the sync button yet because I'm not good enough to use the sync button correctly. So yeah. Here's your little headphone button so you can hear everything that's playing. Man, learning this thing, I just remember how long it took me to learn everything. That was so basic. But it was cool. It was a good experience. You have your high and low filters right here, and then FXs. I never used the FX because I never got into it that much when I had this controller. What else can I say about this? I think that's everything. I can't think of anything else that I'd want to say. It's not very heavy. Oh, the cool thing about it, right, is how portable it is. It has a little bit of weight, but I just had a little stay at, sorry about that little cap. I just had a little stay at the hospital, and I was able to put this into my suitcase, protected obviously, and you know, I never took it out to really play it a lot. I took it out, set it up, but I didn't play it enough because it kind of felt weird. But the fact that I was able to take it with me, able to have my laptop in this, and have the option to play it, was great because it doesn't take up too much room, and it's not very heavy, and it doesn't take up too much suitcase space because I don't really have like an official bag for these controllers yet. So yeah, so it's portable. It was a good time. Pretty much I think I covered everything that's on it. It's a very good, it's very good entry-level controller. Looking back at it, it's very good. In the moment, I didn't think it was good. I was like, yo, I can be so much better on another controller, but it's not true. I could have been just as good on here. I just didn't give it the time. And you know, like the mentality is more buttons, you're gonna do better. It's not true at all. You just gotta learn the fundamentals and understand what you're doing. These things, this one's really cool, and it also gives you like little like light ups here. Like if you're like off beat, it'll like start blinking, do, and you kind of just turn it whichever way is like indicating. You'll like turn the jog wheel or the platter, whatever you want to call it. You just turn it and line up the song, and then once they stop blinking, then that means your alignment is perfect. So it's a good training controller, great entry. I don't know how it compares to other entry-level controllers, but this one, just looking back at it, it's a good controller. And you know, doing my first party with it was a lot of fun. And I'll get into why I decided to do the whole DJ thing / mixing. Really, it's mixing. I wouldn't say DJing, not quite yet. But it's a short story, but we'll get to it. All right, yeah. Let's go to the next. All right, y'all. So here's the camera that I was talking about. That's the little screen right there, just right there. That I'm talking about, that distracts me. When I turn it on, it's gonna like record. This is gonna be so awkward because it's probably gonna like pick me up recording it, but can't really tell anyways. Yep, there it is. You can see the little wavelengths moving, or the waveforms moving whenever I'm talking. That's the mic right here, picking up the sound. But yeah, so this is the Zoom Q8N Tech 4K. Cool things about this, the reason I got it, it records in 4K, but not only that, it has XLR inputs right here that could connect directly to your DJ controller / mixer. If it connects to your mixer, you can connect your guitar to your mixer, the mixer to this, and it'll pick it up. Right here are little, it's so hard to do this by myself. Right here are little knobs that go up and down so that you can change the way or the amount of volume that gets picked up by these. So if it's too loud, you can obviously turn it down, and vice versa. Right here is your little charge port, your USB-C, and then this is your little HDMI port. If you want to connect this straight to your computer. What else can I say about this? Right here, it's the power button, nothing crazy. I don't even know if I have to explain that, but right here, you can turn these on and off depending on what channels you want it to pick up. And then you have the microphone. Usually I have that off because I just pretty much connect everything to here so that it can record. If you close it, stupid. Turn this on. It's gonna bring all this up. I don't have anything connected to it right now, so it's not really gonna show the channel 1 and channel 2, but you can see the microphone moving. If I talk louder, see it's gonna go right here. It's not touchscreen or anything, but you can decide what you're trying to record, what resolution, the angle that you want recorded. I think it goes up to 150 degrees for the angle. This indoor stuff, I just leave it indoor, so I can't really like speak on it if it's good or not, or if it changes anything. But yeah. And then we have this right here, which is a little tripod that I used whenever I was recording videos for my gym content. There might be gym content coming soon once I'm like up and ready to go, and then we can talk about that, what my goals are for that. But yeah, this is the Zoom Q8N 4K. I like it. It does the job. You get the best of both worlds. You get something where you could record your tracks from onto here. So here's a cool thing right here. You could change it from movie and wave, that's what I'm assuming those mean, to just wave stereo or wave multi. So you could just record your tracks onto here. It's a good way to get your mixes out, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's it for this. This is one of my favorites right now. Boom. All right, y'all. Let's talk about the lights. Man, I'm telling you, I went all out with this this hobby. It's just been a lot of fun. And why not keep adding to something that you're trying to grow into? And lights were like one of the biggest things. I've also learned over time that if I'm not to this point yet, so I don't like talking about it, but if you are like getting booked for venues, the venues will provide a lot of the times their own equipment for you to use, whether it be speakers, lighting, sometimes even the controllers, but you can talk to them about using a different controller. But I've been trying to get myself established with my own equipment, you know, in case that opportunity ever comes where I'm just mixing it up at somebody's house party or something. You know, I have the little entertainment factors, like lighting is a big deal. I'm gonna post the video. I think I already posted it actually. You'll see it at the beginning of this video, of what it looks like when there's actual lighting, you know, versus just having white lights on for a party or a get together or a wedding. But yeah, this is I got this on Amazon. It's just a mini LED spot, as you can see right here, and has a lot of cool features. I'm not really gonna get too much into it, but I think it's really cool, the different things you can do. The only thing that I've noticed out of all the lights that I have bought is I don't know where they get these design ideas. Like, why do I want a star? Or why do I want an oval or a circle or just something random just plain on the walls? So solid colors would be cool. The strobes on this is cool. Yeah, so this is the light. I love it. I like just like sometimes just turning the lights off and practicing with these lights and watching them go. You could change the sensor on it. For like your sound settings, because it does bounce off a sound also, anywhere from 0 to 100 for the sensitivity of what it picks up. So Yeah, this recommend. I think I got it for $90 on Amazon. So, yeah. On to the next thing. All right, here we have the it's the Electro ZLX 12P Tag G2 12-inch 1,000 watt powered speaker. It also has Bluetooth capability, but I do not use it with Bluetooth. I have not tested it, at least. You obviously, when you think of like wireless, you think of latency, and I really don't want latency whenever it comes to playback and how everything. Sorry about the like wires and stuff. So this was so amazing once I powered it on and started listening to it. Such a great speaker. You have a lot of controls on it. If you turn it around here, turn the power button on, you have control here. I don't know if y'all can see. You have control of like each channel, and you can like raise the bass, raise the treble, lower, like whatever you want to do. You have Phantom if you want Phantom. You also can like put I don't know if I can see that very well, but you also have like which way you have it like sitting up, and which I'm trying to find out where we might have that. So see right here you have like the location. I have it on tripod, which I don't know. I don't see a difference yet. I do see a difference whenever I put it to like kickback or like wall or monitor. But yeah, cool little feature. When you have it on kickback, you know, it projects the sound differently. You have two inputs that you can use, XLR connection or even line connection right here. Yeah, this is an awesome speaker. I love it. I'm glad I made this investment. And it looks nice. Look at that. Oh. And it just looks great. It looks sleek. I can't say enough about it. Maybe one of these days I'll try to record the sound, but recording sound and actual sound projection don't ever sound the same. But maybe I'll do like a comparison with the little woofer I have to this, and y'all can see, like, obviously this one's bigger, but you can understand like what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's the speaker once again. Without further ado, here is the controller, as I probably could have seen in like other clips when I was talking about other things. But here you go, the DDJ Rev 5. Man, when I bought this, like, it was almost an impulse buy. It was like, yo, I can get this controller right now. Like the price was right. I think it was like $1,020. A lot of this stuff I bought like on Black Friday, so there was like a little sale. I think it's a little bit more than that right now, but this I was like, yo, I love the way it looks. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know why it looked the way it looks, but yeah, like it's just it's so much bigger than the controller I had before, which I showed you earlier in the video. I don't really want to talk too much about it because I didn't talk about anything else, but it's so great. It feels good, like mixing on it. Once I like got it, then I started doing research, and then I was like, oh boy, this is like a scratch deck. Not necessarily that you have to use it as a scratch deck, but the primary purpose is it's a scratch deck. And then I started trying to learn how to scratch, and I still haven't been able to pick it up. So I'm not very discouraged by it, but I'm like, yo, I need to learn this because I have such a great opportunity to like be able to like maximize the use of this controller. You have your equalizers right here, which also control the stems. As you can see in writing, you have your vocals, you have your bass / melody, and then you have your drums. You have your stems, you have your pitch controls up here. This is what the battle deck layout is going to be up here. With the other controller I had, it was on the side. Maybe I'll talk about that one later. Same thing on the other side. Then you have the little selector that you can use that will control in Serato. I don't like using it. I'm not very comfortable with it, but yeah. This controller, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience of a lot of different controllers, but this controller from where it came from is just great. It's not too heavy. It is a little bit bigger, so like the other one I could take with me to the hospital and it won't be as like, it wouldn't take up as much room. This one would have. I could have took it, I just wouldn't be able to pack it the way I wanted to unless I got the special bag that would carry this controller. I don't want to go too technical into the things. I just thought to myself, I could make other videos of everything that I have more in depth, which I think will like give me a better opportunity to talk about everything. But just the cons. It's just awesome. I love the stems. I love it. I love the FXs right here. This is the little FX controls. The jog wheels are a great size. You could change the torque. Look here, I'm just talking about it. It's a great controller. I'm happy I got it. So, yeah. Let's move on. Here you guys have it. We have our laptop right here. Just basic MacBook Pro. It's not basic in like that. It's basic. It's just the most common thing amongst people that mix, do any kind of editing, people that DJ, people that edit videos. It's just. This is the controller. This is the MacBook Pro here with the M4 chip. Believe it or not, I still get some stutters while I am mixing. So it's kind of weird because I got the M4 Pro chip, but I can't complain. Like it's not doing anything that's like affecting me yet. It can, but not yet. So while we're here, let me talk to you about this. I haven't talked to you about this table because I used to just be on like a wood plate. I have this little temperature thing right here. It's gonna look weird, but like I told y'all earlier in the video, I would be like in the garage and stuff. So I try to monitor this temperature because if y'all don't know, there's limits to the equipment temperature. So make sure you read your manual because you don't want condensation to build up inside of your equipment and then you go and turn it on and then you fry your circuit boards or any kind of panel in there, any electrical panel. So yeah, pay attention to the temperature, especially if you're in like cold spaces. Got the laptop now. Got this table, great looking table, right? Boy, was I kind of like frustrated that I did not have the room right here to fit my laptop, whether I slide this all the way over to the right or not. There's just not room for the laptop. And then this, God, it's so frustrated. We'll talk about that just in a second. But yeah, so got the table. Didn't have enough room for the laptop, so I went and I bought this the arm. so I could have the laptop set up. Well, the only place to really set it was here up front, which is no problem. It does not interfere with anything I do. But if y'all look, the way, it's gonna be hard to see. Right here, it's just gripping the edge. That is all it's gripping, right? So it gives a lot of wobble, right? So I put this little cardboard right here so that it wouldn't wobble as much. But it does the job, and that's all that matters. So yeah, I have the arm right here, holds the laptop, perfect. I was satisfied with it. There's, I wish it would have fit on the table. I wish I would have paid attention to specs. I thought it was gonna be big enough. It's not. It's fine. I can set my mixer right here whenever I have everything connected, so I can control, not the DJ controller mixer, but the Yamaha, the MG 10XU. I could just have it set right here and control everything. But yeah, that's everything. So that's everything for my setups, the equipment that I use. So now let's get into the why and how I got into. All right, so how and why I got into mixing. Simple is I was throwing a party at my house, and I had to think of theme / concept, and I was like, why not have it be like a nightclub / bar kind of thing? So I started thinking about all the things that go into that. So we kind of had a little bar set up. We had a little dance floor set up. The dance floor was not anything. It was just a designated spot. So don't go thinking I laid out tiles or something. Although I wish I did, it would have been cool. It would have emphasized it more. And then I had thought about music, and I was like, man, I can play Spotify, or I can play Apple Music, or I can, do whatever. That's cool, right? That's totally fine. But I was like, man, it's so annoying whenever you get text messages or important phone calls, because generally you're gonna play these things through your phone, right? It's just gonna be connected to a speaker. And I was like, it's kind of annoying, because then you have the possibility of playing the same tracks and music over again, right? Because you're gonna have to restart. You're not gonna know where you left off. There's all that stuff. So I was like, well, I can do that, but that doesn't give emphasis on the music, right? So I was like, okay, let me DJ, right? Let me DJ. And I was like, all right, let me see how much it's going to cost to get started. So I go on, I see the Hercules. Hercules has the monitors and the mixer together, right? That's going to be your starter pack. And I was like, all right, that's not that bad of a price. Let me get it. So I grabbed it. It came to my house, obviously. I know where else this is going to go. And I started learning how to mix. I have 3 weeks to learn. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, it was kind of overwhelming. But I was able to learn how to low filter out and low filter in. And that's what I did for 99% of the night when I was actually in the back DJing. So low filter out, low filter in. The other 1% I was messing up. So still had a blast, still had a good time. It was still fun to do. Once we were done with that, I kind of put it to the side, and I was like, It's like, I don't think I want to do this. And at the same time, I was like, damn, like I kind of like invested into this, but I didn't think anything of it. I went back to my training. I do a lot of powerlifting, and that's what I went back to. Did that for about 2 weeks after, and then I kind of like lost interest in that. Fast forward about 7 months. Yeah, we'll say about 7 months. I'm trying to get back into lifting. Felt weird. Kind of went to doctors. Doctors like told me XYZ. They're like, hey, you can't be lifting right now. So take it easy. Don't do any kind of lifting or any kind of exercise at that. And I was like, okay. I haven't really been doing anything. So, like, what's stopping now? Gonna matter, right? Because I wasn't feeling good. I did a run walk competition. Put like a little plug in there. Here's the trophy. I don't know if I'm gonna edit it in, but here's the trophy. I won that by a landslide. It was super easy. Did that, and then after that, I didn't do anything. Went to the doctors. They said, "Hey, can't be working out. Can't be doing anything physical." So I was like, "Shoot!" So now I'm bored. I was like, I could go back to video games, which I kind of did, but that wasn't like fulfilling any like void of like not lifting. And then I moved to DJing again. I was like, yo, let me try this out again. Started DJing. 1 or 2 weeks later, I'm like, yo, I want a better controller because I'm not good just with this. I'm not doing good. Little did I know, I just wasn't good, right? But I thought if I got another controller, I'd be better. Got that controller, got the Rev 5. Once I got the Rev 5, like I told you, I loved it. And started messing with that. But I tell you what, I think, sorry for that noise, that's my water heater. I tell you what, I think I was mentally, I'm about to go fight this water heater. I think mentally I was not in the right headspace when it came to doing anything. So now looking back at it, I think it was more of like I had too much on my mind to really want to do good or to put the effort into doing anything when it came to mixing. Like nothing was clicking. I would come out here for like 10, 15 minutes, mess around. Once I messed up, I was like, okay, I'm done for the day. But I really wanted to do it because like now I'm investing. I'm like putting a lot of money into it. So now I'm being driven by the fact that I'm putting money into it, not necessarily that I want to or like to do it. So fast forward, I cleared all my medical stuff, got past like the worst, and put out my first mix, put out my second mix, put out my third mix, put out my fourth mix. It was just coming. Now it's just like the creative juices were flowing. The want to actually do something was like there. I put everything on my Discord because I kind of wanted to like keep it private for a little bit, kind of like feel it out, see what people thought, before I kind of just like do it out for the masses to see. 2 of them came out great. The other 2 were decent, not good enough to put out, and I'm not gonna force it. Even though it's like 90% of it is good, the 10% that's not is very like hard on the ears. So I was like, I'm not gonna put those out. But yeah, now I just want to keep going with it. Just keep dropping mixes because it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I recommend music to anybody, right? Like, music is therapy. And then putting things together that you think sound good, other people could think that is good, and that could like get them motivated to do whatever they're doing, whether it's studying, whether it's working out, whether it's just, you know, bad day, just throw a mix on. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, where I go with it. Right now it's just a hobby that I like to do. I don't ever want it to feel like a job. You know, I want to like kind of just do it when I want to. And right now I want to do it all the time. So yeah. But yeah, if you made it to this part of the video, I appreciate y'all. That's kind of how I got into mixing. Looking forward to learning. I kind of joined 2 courses. I did. This is what I don't like. I try to look for courses, and I joined Pete Tong's school course, and that's cool and all. But they're all into like the DJ edits, techno, drum and bass. And I'm more trying to learn hip hop, and hip hop is different for anybody that's like doing it. Hip hop and pop are different than these DJ edits. The DJ edits is like plug and play, like, hey, read these bars. Well, forgive me. Hip hop is the same, but hip hop doesn't have that set where it's like you have your intros and you have your outros and you can just blend it like that, right? That's what Pete Tong is all about. And I learned some stuff. I learned beat matching. I learned what a phrase is, things like that. So it was good for that, but it wasn't teaching me what I wanted to learn. Then I moved on to Phil Morris, I think is his name. Forgive me, oh my God, I should know that. But I joined it for Jazzy Jeff for his course through that program, and that's been great. That's pretty much where all my mixes are pretty much from what I learned from there. And now I'm kind of learning the scratch course, and hopefully learning how to scratch, because that's gonna be awesome. Like Jazzy Jeff says, it's the spice. It's not really like the main ingredient. It's just the spice to the dish. So yeah, y'all be able to hear, hopefully, from my mix 1 to hopefully like mix 100, the difference that everything is gonna, like, all the work that is gonna get put in is gonna bring. Like I told them, they have like the little comment section. I told them, I was like, it's so discouraging to like put in all this work and then think about not learning. But they said the more you practice, like, you're gonna learn it. It's just gonna take time. So yeah, once again, if you made it to this part of the video, I appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all have a good night, good week, good weekend whenever you're watching this. But yeah, if you're into mixing or DJing, drop some tips below. I appreciate it. I'll try to make some videos of my own tips, things that I've learned. But yeah, all right, y'all.